Right, boys, welcome back for the June GP at K1 Speed Phoenix. My name is Ralph, and I'm adding something a little extra this month for the video, my qualifying session. Now, I'm only gonna add my quickest one, of course. I don't want to add both, make the video too long. Real quick, here's the standings coming into this month. If you guys didn't catch the last race video, I will leave the link in the description. At this point, I'm just gonna start a playlist with all the months I've participated in this year. Only half of them are gonna be there, but we're starting to get somewhere with these. So I appreciate all you guys for watching. Now, yeah, we'll just hop straight into it. First thing you'll notice is I'm at the very front of this pack. Which, by the way, I think just about everybody in this pack is Group A worthy, so I was definitely going to have my work cut out for me, because this car was also something I hadn't driven the entire weekend, basically. 34, if I remember correctly. And I've never really seen this kart blast off or anything, so it was going to be a little rough trying to adapt to the first few laps. But, yeah, here we go. First lap. And by the way, another thing, I feel like I'm just yapping right now, bruh. Like run on sentences. But I got a lot to talk about, even when there's not much to show. Before this qualifying started, I told a guy behind me who I hadn't recognized before that point. I was like, I'm gonna lay back. Like when we come out of the pits, I'm just gonna stay back and let all you guys pass me, because I wanted to be at the back. I wanted to be trailing everybody. I wanted to get that hot line as soon as possible. And he was like, "Oh no, it's all right, man. This is my first GP. I don't want to hold anybody up, and I want to see how quick you can be if I can follow your line." I was like, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "All right, bruh." So I kind of put my faith in this card after that, put faith in myself with it, which is pretty risky, because like I said, hadn't driven this kart at all. As you guys can see, my first couple laps were 25.2s, just trying to get warmed up, which is, it's not unusual, but I mean, that is so slow for me. That is so slow. 24.9, a little better. We get 0.3 quicker. I keep checking behind me just to see if anybody's coming in with a rocket. You know, I'm just gonna let them pass, because I do want to be trailing somebody. I could have just stopped, honestly, whenever I wanted to, but I didn't really think about doing that, because I'm a bit of a dumbass. But you know, weekend already passed, bro. Like, I'm recording this a week later, so I literally just thought about that, so whatever. 24.8 on our next lap, and a 25.1, so we get even worse. And I'm kind of feeling that this card isn't really it. I'm checking the leaderboards, and I'm nowhere near the top. So, yeah, I was starting to struggle just a little bit. I'm still looking at the leaderboards. I don't know why I looked at it a second time on the same lap as if I was going to go up again. But, we go a little wide there. And, I mean, the brakes on this thing, I think they were okay from what I remember. It's just I was holding on to them a little too long, and it was lowering the revs to an undesirable point, to where I couldn't get back on the power fast enough. You could see I shook my head. I think that's actually the first time I've shaken my head on camera. I think it's a rare moment, guys. But yeah, we just got a random dude sprinting across the track right there, probably running away from me or somebody else that's way quicker. Checking the leaderboard again. Yeah, I don't know, man. This card just starting to feel it wasn't it. After I shook my head, though, a 24.7 out of nowhere, which pretty good. If we're going by times from last month, though, that's not going to cut it for Group A. I think the last qualifying time in Group A last month was a 24.692. So I knew I was gonna have to step it up. Still, we go down 777. You think my luck would increase from here, but yeah, man, it was a little understeery coming into here. It handled nice, so it wasn't the handling at all that was an issue. We come around here, that wasn't egregious or anything, like that wasn't a bad turn. We have a nearly identical lap right there. So, you know, this thing, I think I could have been hauling this thing a little quicker than it actually was. I feel like I could have gotten like a 24-4 in this thing. So I'm not really sure. Apart from the trying to keep it at high revs, I think that was the main problem because I can't really think of much else. I mean, I was off the line quite a few times in this qualifying session, but I feel like I excel the most when I'm trailing somebody, shadowing somebody, and obviously I wasn't able to do that right here. So yeah, the kind of sucked. Final lap, I don't remember what I had, but spoilers, it wasn't as good as that 24.70. I tried doing a cut lap right there, but it didn't really matter. So where did that place us, bruh? Pole on Group B. Pole on Group B. I wasn't really showing it, but I was definitely disappointed. You know, when you know you have the pace to be in Group A, it hurts to be this far back because you can't even. At that point, you know you can win, but you can't get any more points than that. So yeah, it was a little bit difficult, kind of coming home and thinking that was the most I could come away with. But yeah, here we go. We got 5 other people in this race, and we had 6 people in Group C. So I'm not sure why they didn't just add the 2 groups together into a 12-person Group B race. Not that it would have mattered for points, but I think that would have been a little bit cooler just for competition. We have a guy right behind us right here. I'm already taking defensive maneuvers. There he is in the back. Yeah, I'm just kind of driving in the middle, making sure he can't get any jumps on me. I have no idea who that is, so I don't know how aggressive he can be. So I'm just taking necessary precautions, trying not to slow myself down too much. I keep looking behind me because you never know when he's going to do a switchback on you or something. Haven't really had that happen at this track. It'd be kind of hard to pull it off, but like I said, you never know, bro. You gotta be careful. And at this point, I just wanted to leave with as much points as I could, which was 12. You know, you have the 11 points for the 5 people in this race, 6 people in the Group C race that you beat on time, and then an extra point for winning. So it'd be 12 if I could come away with this, which isn't bad. This was the smallest month of GP so far this year, so I wasn't stressing or anything. I was just kind of disappointed that this night went the way it went. In the second qualifying session, I mean, all the carts were randomized, of course, but I happened to get the one that was arguably the worst in the building, in the adult carts at least. And even after being pushed by a fellow competitor, I still couldn't pull it off. I couldn't even beat my best time, and it was a 24.82, 24.84. Yellow flag came out. No idea what happened there. I don't know if somebody got spun out. It looks like everybody was fine, but yeah, that was over a minute. But no, yeah, I couldn't capitalize in the second qualifying, so that always stings as well. And I also was running off of 2 hours of sleep that morning, so I don't know if fatigue had anything to do with it, because I also didn't really eat or drink too much beforehand, but I thugged it out. I thugged it out. At this point, by the way, the guy in second was pretty much way behind us. You could see basically everybody's half a lap down at this point, so it's kind of really running my my own race here at this point. Yeah, it was the worst month so far out of the 6 months. I was hoping February would have been, the last time I had been just given bad luck by the racing gods. I don't know what racing penalty I've committed for the gods to curse me this month, but happens to everybody. It's gonna happen to a couple of other Group A guys later in these later months, and June it just happened to be me. So it sucks too, because this car was the quickest thing I had all weekend, bar none. Like practice, qualifying, obviously, but every card I ran for practice wasn't as quick as this. So even if I had this thing just for qualifying, it would have been super nice. As you can see, 4th, 5th, and 6th right there. And this race happened to be 16 laps. I could have won if it was, 4 laps, 10 laps, 12 laps. I never lost a position or anything. It was pretty fun to sling this thing around. But yeah, like I said, I kind of just wish I had it earlier on. Really sucks. The row that I was competing in qualifying was the row that was being used for Group A, so I hadn't driven this card all weekend either. All the carts in the same row as this one I hadn't really driven at all. So either way, I would have been kind of coming in blind, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not too worried about it. You guys will see after the race how the points are looking. And yeah, I'm not super worried. I just got to make sure, like, coming into the next couple months, I can't afford to have this happen like once again. I lost 12, 13 points maybe on the June's leader. So yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, yeah, that's really kind of all there is. Like, literally nothing happened this race, so I can't commentate on too much. I guess when I did get here around 5-ish, nobody was really in the building, bro. It looked like there was gonna be like 10 people maybe competing for GP, and if that was the case, bro, I would have been chilling. I would have been absolutely chilling. I could have qualified in last, and I would have been chilling. But no, we still had 3 groups. We had quite a few spectators this time around. Got to meet a couple of new people, so that's always nice, especially for you guys that have watched these videos beforehand and you haven't yet met me. So yeah, it's always nice. If you guys haven't subscribed by now, by the way, like, I mean, do I have to say anything, bro? Yeah, that was the race. Coming in first, obviously, 16 laps. And yeah, that was June for me. Here's the standings. Oh my god, what was that, bro? Here's the standings coming into July. We got, I mean, it looks almost the same, bro. I don't know how Marissa's still in 8th. That's pretty crazy to me. She wasn't here in June either. You can see I'm still in the lead by a considerable amount of points, 12 points. That's still pretty good. Like, when I look at that, that's still pretty good. Everybody inched closer to me this month, obviously, but it wasn't anything that I should be super worried about, as long as it doesn't happen to me next month. I don't fully believe it was me that caused this Group B ruckus this month, as selfish as that sounds. I think it was definitely my unluck. So yeah, is unluck a word, bro? I hope it is. But yeah, man, I do have another video coming out within the next couple days as well that I'll try to put in this description as soon as it's up, just in case you guys don't see this by the time it's up. It's going to be a guest appearance that was actually in the Group A race this month. And it was definitely an interesting Group A race that I wasn't really fully able to watch until after it was done. I was in the lobby kind of chilling with people, looking at timesheets and everything, getting all of the video receipts and all that stuff. So yeah, I wasn't able to watch all of it, but it was pretty good, and I'm gonna review it, and we'll have a video of it pretty soon. So other than that, guys, I will see y'all next month.